patriotism, nothing, nothing. What I hear all the time, and there's another one. Keep going, love. Keep going. So immature you are. You have no idea.
Senator Hanson.
Absolute disgrace.
So immature. I wish you would actually start fighting for the Australian people. They're here listening to you.
Senator Hanson.
They want some representation here from the
Senator
Parliament.
Hanson, please direct your remarks through the chair.
Quick favour before we dive in. If you love Australia and want to stay across what is really happening in our politics, hit that subscribe button right now. It helps us keep this channel going, and over 90% of viewers have not done it yet. It would mean the world to us if you did. Thank you. Now, back to the show.
I think what's happened here is that the Senator Wong and the Labor Party have been caught with their pants down. They've been usurped by this motion by the Liberal Party to bring it to the attention of the Senate. We've had an attack on Iran, and to say that, it's about the people over there. For 47 years, this country has been under the attack of a radical Islamic dictatorship where people were actually controlled. And again, I'll go back to the Greens, worrying about the women, about the children murdered. I never heard one word out of them when it happened, the attack in Israel, where 1,200 people were actually murdered, slaughtered, taken as hostages. Not one word about compassion. So that's just disregard that. When I turned on my television and I saw the people, the Iranian people, not only in Iran but throughout Australia, flying the flag, jubilation, dancing on the streets, happy, that tells you how they feel about this attack. They're not the ones who are objecting to this. They know there has to be hurt and pain if they want to get out of 47 years of control. Their lives have been controlled. You talk about women, what's happening over there. Women, if you took off your hijab or you didn't cover up, you actually got a flogging, you got fined $15,000, or you got imprisoned, and some lost their lives. That's what they've been fighting for. The protests and the lives lost in this past 4 to 5 weeks has been deplorable, and I congratulate Senator Trump and the United States that have given the people now their freedom and their liberty back. And I congratulate Netanyahu, who was actually part of this. He stood with them, and he has stopped this to give democracy back to the people of Iran. The other big factor here is also about the nuclear weapons. If Iran got nuclear weapons, it would be an outcry by the whole world, and no way could that be allowed to happen. So I actually do support this motion. I will not be supporting the Shoebridge motion at all for what they call for.
Trump isn't a senator.
But I've just...
Senator Trump. What planet are you on?
So I just say congratulations to the Liberal Party in bringing this forward. I think it's very important, and I wanted the people of Australia to know what was in this motion and why couldn't the Labor Party support it? Why couldn't you support it? And you can't tell me that each and every one of you agree with not supporting this. This is where it's just follow the leader. There's no independent free thinking from the Labor Party whatsoever. You just follow the leader. You've done it time and time again. The Voice was another one, just follow the leader. Where's your representation of the Australian people? Where's the representation for the Iranian people out there who are joyous about what's happened in their country, and you've done nothing? Those Iranian people are standing in your actually country. So it's just unbelievable.
Order. Order. I ask the senators listen to other senators in silence and respectfully. Every senator will have an opportunity to speak. Senator Hanson.
This is your whole attitude. This is the Greens' attitude, right? The Greens, the most un-Australian people here in this Senate. That is most un-Australian people who do not fight for this country, our flag, our patriotism, nothing. Nothing. What I hear all the time, and there's another one. Keep going, love. Keep going. So immature you are. You have no idea.
Senator Hanson.
Absolute disgrace.
So immature. I wish you would actually start fighting for the Australian people. They're here listening to you.
Senator Hanson.
They want some representation here from this
Senator
Parliament.
Hanson, please direct your remarks through the chair.
Anyway, I think I've said everything. Congratulations, Senator Cash.
Sit down.
Senator Waters, and before Senator Waters starts, could I ask that other senators listen respectfully to each other's contributions?
She just called me a bitch.
Senator Thorpe, do you have a point of order?
I do. I just got called a bitch by the racist.
I remind senators to use respectful language at all times in the chamber, including when they're not speaking. Senator Thorpe, did you have a further point of order?
No, I'm good now, thanks.
The Australian Senate debated a motion on Iran this week, a serious topic: human rights, nuclear weapons, theocratic repression, 47 years of regime brutality. Important stuff. The kind of debate that, in an ideal world, would reflect the gravity of the subject matter and the dignity of the institution. What actually happened was Pauline Hanson referring to Donald Trump as a senator, Lidia Thorpe alleging she was called a rather colourful name across the chamber, and the presiding officer reminding the entire Senate, adults, elected representatives, all of them, to please use respectful language at all times, including when they are not speaking. G'day Australia, Parliament is in session. Welcome to AUS Politics Report, where we cover what actually happens in Canberra, not just what they wish had happened. So, let us start with the substance, because buried underneath the fireworks there was a genuine debate trying to happen. The Liberal Party introduced a motion concerning developments in Iran, specifically the ongoing civil resistance against a regime that has spent 47 years flogging women for not wearing hijabs, imprisoning protesters and executing dissenters. The human rights situation in Iran is real, documented and genuinely appalling. Women have been fined up to $15,000, imprisoned, and in some cases killed for defying dress codes. The protest movement that has been building deserves serious attention and serious debate. Hanson engaged with that substance to a point. She spoke about the repression of women. She highlighted the risks of Iran acquiring nuclear weapons. She framed the motion as exposing Labor's failure to get ahead of the issue, accusing them of being caught flat-footed by the Liberals. Fair enough as political tactics go. And then she credited Senator Trump for supporting Iranian democracy. Donald Trump, the former president of the United States, is not a senator. He has never been a senator. He was not a senator at any point during this debate. An interjection from the floor captured the moment perfectly. Trump isn't a senator. What planet are you on? It's the kind of factual error that gives opponents a gift-wrapped opportunity to dismiss everything surrounding it, which is a shame when the underlying subject matter is serious. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It keeps this channel going, and we appreciate every single one of you. Then came Lidia Thorpe. A point of order was raised. Thorpe alleged that Hanson had called her a highly impolite word across the chamber. Hanson denied it. The presiding officer issued a reminder to all senators that respectful language is required at all times, not just when speaking at the microphone, but at all times. The point of order was eventually withdrawn. The debate lurched onward to Senator Waters, who presumably requested that everyone take a breath. Here's the broader picture worth holding on to. The Iran motion itself, condemning theocratic repression, supporting civil resistance, is not a particularly controversial proposition. Most Australians across the political spectrum would likely agree that 47 years of religious dictatorship is bad and that women being imprisoned for their clothing choices is deplorable. That's not a hard sell. What makes it difficult is when the debate becomes a vehicle for partisan point scoring, factual errors about who holds what office in a foreign country, and alleged cross-chamber insults. The subject deserved better. The Iranian women risking their lives for basic freedoms deserved a more rigorous parliamentary moment than this one delivered.
Australia's Senate is capable of serious, consequential debate. This week, it reminded us it is also capable of something considerably less impressive. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.